listen, the charts are bold. Daily bands rapping stories untold. Riding with rockets through the AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Riding with rockets through the AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. The pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Riding with rockets, scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, checking the charts. Midnight glory. Sanctuary in awe, it's blending. Mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
What's up? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Matt. What's up, guys? What's up? Good morning, Simon Dean, Ethan, Jose, Fraser, Pollitt, Franco, Bull Tilt, Hello World, EC. Real sauce in the market this morning. We'll see how it turns out, right? We opened up, everything was bearish on Friday, and everything was all greater market signals bearish Friday, all greater market signals bullish yesterday. It is a toss-up. We might get another big V-up day, or a day to complete the big V-up, like off of this big sell-off, but market is super sensitive right now. We're around the edge of triple B, so we'll have to see one day at a time. Trump said he'd like to run again for president. For real? Oh, that's funny. Good morning. Nothing happened overnight. No major news. Nothing. Kevin, what's up? Franco, Lee, Dingty, Lucas, Michael, Jay Hicks. Good morning. Mike next. Sharon. So guys, we're doing giveaways now. We've got double the accounts pretty much that we had last month. So we're gonna be doing 2 sets of giveaways with all the extras. We're gonna be doing public giveaways and members only giveaways. If you're a member of the channel, all you need to do is go to the channel right on the front page, and you will see there is a little button. And what we'll do with this is we'll actually like I said, oops. That way, you know, because people are wanting even to reward the members even further. You can click on membership, and you go to like, let me see how that works. Let me see how it works here. You're gonna go to the main channel. There is some way to do it. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. Let's go there. Let's go there. And you can go to, there's an option somewhere to become a member. I can't even figure out how to do it on my own channel. Whatever. I think it's like $5. I could get that. And we'll be doing like membership only giveaways, right? Because, you know, there's a million people that come in here. People show up just for the giveaway and leave, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to do a mix of the two. The same amount of public giveaways we've always done, but we're also going to start, the idea we had was members only giveaway. That way it's even better organized for members only. Yeah. So with all the extra accounts we have, we'll be doing half of each. So good morning, everybody. All right, let's get ready to get rolling here. All right. So a couple of things. Let's get ready to rock out here. I am maybe like 25K of payouts away from going live with Tradeify. I'm really close to the edge. So my goal now, remember my goal originally was to like run up big balances of the accounts and then get payouts later to make it cheaper. Now my goal is just to get payouts. Like that's it. I need to get through this and get over my Tradeify challenge and move on to the next thing. It's taking forever to inch forward because some of the accounts have so much buffer in them. Just whittling down that consistency is taking like an entire month. So, right here is the close. There. So I need to just get through it, get done with it, get in, get out, get the monies and go. So my goals was to go oops. My goal was to go fund it with Tradeify as quick as possible and as cheap as possible. And I think I've managed to get there very cheaply, very inexpensive. Same accounts I babysat for what, since March, late February, somewhere in there. And got massive amounts of buffer in them. And I will, I'm at what I'm calling my ramp down strategy. Now I just need to get my last 30K of payouts as fast as possible to go forward. I managed to get, you know, the first 50K pretty much dirt cheaply, which was my original goal. To teach you guys a way on how to get there. You know, purposefully tank your first payout by just busting the consistency and then putting a fat buffer in the account and then slowly getting your first payout. Then after that, just make your normal payouts every single time with a big fat buffer. So let me draw on the screen what that means, right? So your first profit target was $9,000, right? On these 150K straight to funded. And I got like 20K in each one. I was hitting them for like 3 to 5K a trade. And so my consistency for the first payout was roughly like 20K. And then I could finally take my $3,000 payout to have 17 of buffer left. And then all I do from there is just inch forward. The next payout is 4,500 profit. So I went to 20, and then I went to 20, you know, 17,000 after the payout. And then I went to 21,000, right? So babysitting the accounts like this, which is what happens along the way. Some of my accounts accidentally made tens of thousands of dollars and fucked up the consistency. And so you guys remember some of those events over the last couple months where I was like, I accidentally made whatever. And on the stream one time, I came back and lost money on purpose for one of the accounts. Two of them, however, are stuck with like massive buffers and I'm never going to get a payout on them. Unless I trade for months just to get the next $3,500 payout, whatever. So I need a ramp down strategy. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. It might be the best strategy to close them on purpose, or close them and then open new ones, because that'll be the quickest path to the payout. All I need to do is get 30,000 more payouts and I'm live, which achieves my goal with Tradeify. Did you get paid on all accounts and then moving to live? You get at maximum $80,000 of payouts, and they put 20,000 in the live. So I could possibly I could like take one of the accounts and then just delete it and start over and have that one go, because that one has like the one that took a 10K hit yesterday. Imagine that one has so much buffer in it. It needs like a month to trade, and now it needs a month plus like 10 more days because of yesterday's hit, the accidental one. I'm like, oh man, I'll be trading this thing until fall just to get a payout. Because it's way up in buffer. So if I start over, it's 7 days payout. So I'm thinking about, I woke up this morning thinking, well, I just take a screenshot of the journey thus far. It's been really great. You know, my P&L curve has been like this in all the accounts, and then just start that account over. I might do that today. And then just ramp down to payout. So I got a couple more payouts to go, and the 30K is going to be nothing. That's like less than a month of work probably. So I've had a killer month. Killer journey. I've managed to keep like 72% win rate this entire time with the same accounts. It's been really good. So I'm like, do I want to dig out of the hole? That one yesterday that had a little administrative foobar on, or do I just want to like start it over? It's got $40,000 of buffer in it. So it's just like sitting there. But I'm on the final lap of payouts where I just need to have got $3,000 profit target. I got to dig out of a 10K hole. I can just start over and get there faster. That's probably what I'm going to do. Why not just add size? Well, the thing is that if you think about it like this, right? We need a $3,000 profit target. And you are up, you know, like it tells you you need to make like $15,000 to get your payout because you broke consistency the first time. Because I went over. I need to make $15,000 of profit to get a $3,000 payout. Plus the 10 I went down. So to get the next $3,000, I got to make $25,000 of profit to get the next $3,000, or sorry, $3,500 payout. So if I just start over, I just need to make 9. Right? You see what I'm saying? So one of the techniques about prop firms is that if you get too far ahead of yourself and then you take a hit, now I got to crawl back with my biggest trade being no bigger than the biggest trade that it was, which means if the biggest trade I had was probably like 3 or 4 grand, well, 20%, so it's 5 grand. I got to make 5 grand a day just to dig out of that, and then make, you know, it was really hard. So different problems in you guys. Yeah, I have to make too much money to get a tiny little payout. So when you beat your consistency, that's kind of what happens when you bust your consistency. So I woke up this morning. Oh, and I bought my options right at close yesterday. Literally right at close. I got in on some. I'm going to get in on a little bit more this morning right at open. And then a little bit more today right at close. So I was actually able to dive right into it. So you guys are going to see me right when the market opens on that initial move, getting in on that trade as well. So I'm getting put options, and actually this is going to be more of a dice roll on the volatility rather than a market sell-off. I'm going to bet that we somehow make it above triple B before the end of the expiration. This is a nearer term bet rather than a monthly or 6-week bet. This is going to be a 2-week bet rather, just to give you guys one clue. I don't usually tell people what my options trades are, but I'm going to do a 2-week trade. So I'm going to basically go into this expiration for this month. And all it is to put some puts underneath my long positions I'm going to be taking as long as the market turns bullish. Again, we flip-flopped. You guys remember yesterday we had Friday, all greater market signals went bearish, and yesterday all greater market signals went bullish. We completely flip-flopped back above right here in the middle of earnings season as well. So we're kind of sitting here like, well, the market can go either way. Well, okay. So we know in a bear market, just testing you guys, what's the probability, or how many days are green in a bear market? You guys remember my training that I've taught y'all? You guys remember the number? 50%. Yeah, one out of one, right? So I still can wake up and be a long bias trader against long strong pivots. I'm not going to wake up and chase the long out the door like we used to, right? But what I'm going to do is long and strong pivots. And then I've got puts underneath me just in case the market does die out for whatever reason. Not really die out, but sells off for like a month or a week. We do flip bearish. Let me tell you about QQQ yesterday, right? We can see this. Some of the tech stocks are doing okay, but some of them were kind of like shit in the bed yesterday. You guys remember the monthly maps? We always talk about the confirmation. We had the same confirmation back in April 9th. Remember when April 9th the market dove down and we had a bear zone and a bull zone, right? And then that very next day when Trump did his thing, market rallied way up into bull territory. And then the next day we had the 6% fall that landed right there in the middle of bull zone. So if you guys remember my tweet, I go, oh, that's great. It looks like we've got pockets all down in here to support this, right? So when the retracement makes its way back into the other territory, market's good. But look at this. We sold off in the bear territory. Yesterday, we had the big dead cat bounce retracement. And as you see in QQQ, it is not reclaiming liquidity pocket. Do we all see that? Everybody? You see this? This is confirmation that we didn't dig ourselves out of the hole. This is what I wanted to see, that we didn't close high enough to dig us immediately out of this. We'll need one more day to get up into these liquidity pockets for the market to reverse. Do we all understand what I'm saying? People have been through the boot camp, which by the way, starts in another week on Monday. You guys know what I'm talking about? Right? So because of that, I've got puts today and all day today and tomorrow. I will be buying puts as high as the market goes up to about 568 on QQQ. If we get a big green day today or anytime this week, we're up inside of here, I'm going to buy puts again for a short-term correction into about this area right down in here. That's it. Literally, that's it. And that's going to be underneath my longing that I will be doing when market opens off of bull pivots, just in case we do blast and keep going. I've got puts underneath me if I go. I'm going to do a smaller bet. This is going to be a 20K bet. Remember my last one was a 50K bet. Smaller bet, 20K. And all it's really not, it's not betting that the market's going to collapse or sell off. It's just hedging. I'm going to hopefully make more than 20K long in the market back up. So if it does go up from here, then I'm totally fine. My insurance is fine. If I do go in there and take a long and all of a sudden the market collapses underneath us like it did this one time, or get a volatility event, and I take a 5 or 10K loss that day, those puts will 10, 20X on the way down. All right. That's the whole point of this. All right. Good morning. There's a join button behind this, besides subscribe. Yeah, so if you guys join as a member, it's like $5 a month or something. Remember, this goes to support Rocket Scooter, and obviously we purchase accounts to give away, to donate from our partners and things like that. So, if you guys want to enter the contest, feel free to become members. And that's a new way that we can weed out people trying to bot and get this, and people are trying to enter the contest with multiple accounts and stuff. This will kind of eliminate that for the members. So members will get their own exclusive giveaway, and as well as the public. So we'll do 2 of each. We have twice as many accounts to give away now. We'll do 2 of each. We give away now with our Fund and Next partners have donated 60 accounts to the stream on top of everything else. They gave away 8 last month. So every month we're getting more from these guys. And so I'll be doing about 2 accounts in the morning every day with them, and 2 accounts in the afternoon every day with them. And of course, our relationship with my fund and some of our other partners, giveaways every day. So today we'll be doing in the morning 5 My Funded Futures accounts, 2 Fund and X accounts, and 1 Tradeify straight to funded account, all today. So stick around, let everybody, let you guys know. The bigger, better prizes are going to be for the people that are joining the channel. So that's the way it's going to be going forward. That way people can't cheat their way into victory. All right, 50%. Yeah, you guys nailed it. Where do we sign up for bootcamp? Aha, well, you go to the link on the website. If one of the mods can throw it up there for whoever asked. For Wilt. Does a rapid challenge have a payout cycle? Yeah, so Lorenzo, technically it doesn't. You just have to hit consistency. So the consistency being 40% means you get paid out once you get your profit target, minimum 3 days. With 40%, it's a minimum 3-day payout, but there is no cycle. Technically, you get paid once you hit your profit target and hit your consistency. So you create the cycle, minimum, whatever you can. So anyways, QQQ is not breaking back the bull territory. We get one more day to see if that happens. We need to bust out of the liquidity pocket or out of the bear zone top with a DD ratio greater than half. That's what we need to see. And currently, remember, we went down to 30, and then yesterday we're at 70. So let's see what happens to finish out today. But yeah, after yesterday's like weird foobar, honestly, I went back last night and I'm like, how the heck? I just know I'm so distracted in the morning, and that's really what happens. I'm not paying attention. I've got bazillions of DOMs and things all open here, and I'm distracted because I'm talking about the platform and trying to talk to Slacks about the contest. We have this new contest month and everything. And I realized that I accidentally, and this is what I think, I accidentally habitually from the actual platform itself, when you can do right click and click trade and tradeify in the account section, and there is no close button, it's just an order form. You send an order to buy or sell, and there's a slider that says buy or sell. And whenever the market popped up beyond DD band yesterday, when I was just shorting 2 against it and we popped up above DD band with positive DD, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just close everything out. And it was one of the DOMs that was, it was off screen. And I just was like right click, and then I was going to send an order of 2 to close. I think that's what I did. And I accidentally sent 2 to short 2 more. And then when whenever I was refreshing all my shit in the middle of the day, because I tend to just go through and have to refresh everything because my web versions all lock up and everything. My RAM usage is like 99%. By the way, I just went and got a couple more RAM sticks online, so that should be delivering by tomorrow. So I'm put 96 gigs of RAM on my computer. That should be all right. And that's a little overkill, but I didn't know that they were selling 96 gig kits and 248s these days. It's DDR5 is advancing pretty quickly. I used to remember when 64 was overkill, so I got some DDR 6600 34 CAS, which is pretty damn fast for 96 kit. Usually the faster the kit, the higher the CAS and the slower the speed. So to get 6600, you'll download it too. Yeah, I'll send you guys the link to download the same RAM that I'm going to get. But so that should hopefully fix the problems of maybe the memory leak eating up all the memory. So you guys know, like in the middle of the day, my platform crashes like at noon, and I trade it. It's like almost a daily thing. It's a meme on the My Funded show. It's like right in the middle, like right at literally noon, my platform just freezes up. Like my RAM is finally like, yep, you used it all. Okay, so now let's take a look at S&P's monthly maps, by the way. S&P's monthly maps is a different story. Their monthly map has S&P supported liquidity pocket and is back in the bull zone. Remember, S&P is the guide of the market. NASDAQ is not. So S&P has turned bullish. So everything this morning that I'm thinking is possible still bounce point. Remember, just like with the April 10th thing, we did not turn into bear territory for the S&P for that long. Now, over the course of the week, 624 becomes a resistance if we fall below it. Now it's a liquidity pocket, and if the DD ratio is greater than half, this does become support, right? Which is why my quote unquote put position is not far from the top. I'm not betting that we fill the gap. Anything. I'd like my put position just to aim, let you guys know what I'm doing for my insurance is over the course of the month. It's literally inside of here. That's just betting that we go in the money if it is bearish, and then whatever big red day we have, I'll immediately close on the red day and take the profit 10x. If not, it's 20K insurance underneath my longs. So after today, after yesterday's close, I'm convinced that we are going to support bullish going forward. Today's candle is likely to be what I expect to see in this kind of environment, is a possible candle kind of like this, depending on news. Like that will kind of like be playing in here, and then maybe like something like this if it is bullish, just kind of like chop, chop, bullish. VIX is still hugging triple B, so it's still going to be making that decision. It's weird to see the recovery that we did. That is extremely bullish to see it like just turn around like that. And also it could be an earnings thing. Now, if it does start to sell off from here a second time, the VIX gets even worse. You don't normally see VIX futures do this. And guys, don't forget to smash the like button. Do me a favor here. We're getting started. Start the day off, right? You don't normally see the test of triple B fail and become bullish and all of a sudden become this one-day sell-off. Like, who the fuck is selling off right there? Like, which one firm that sold off so much stuff that not everyone on Wall Street was on the same page of that? Like, some firm was like, you know what? This is time for us to get out of everything. And it was just like one firm dumping for 2 or 3 days, and everyone else is back on the sidelines to buy the dip. That's plausible. That's probably what happened. But if this is just the volatility starting to brew, if we get back above triple B again with a wave like this, it gets crazy. You don't normally see V-shaped moves around triple B so rapidly and quick. If this destabilizes from here, it's nightmarishly bad. Like whoever was selling just sold first round and they're about to sell round 2 and 3 of whatever it is. If this is a coordinated effort in Wall Street or some dealer stuff, who knows what's going on. But you never, almost never see that kind of action around triple B. Just break it, come back down and go away from it. Like you're either above it and play around. Like here's an example. Here's the old triple B. When you break through it, it fights a little bit before it decays in stages. That's pretty normal. Here's another, I don't know, this month. Yeah, triple B. Well, no, that's not a good one. Let me show you guys what I'm expecting here. Yeah, here's the last time we saw something like this. And this is why I'm telling you guys, anything can fucking happen. You guys remember this month, okay? This goes back a little bit. This goes back to August of last year. You guys remember August of last year? Everybody, check. Do you remember August of last year? We were like bullish, then we decay, or we were bearish, and Tango at the open, decayed and went bullish. Had a big pop for a day, big drop for a day. Everybody was safe for a day or two, and then the market collapsed on August 3rd, whatever day that was, right? Last year. And so be very careful of VIX that starts to move and then stabilizes for a couple of days and then dies out because of the whole August phenomenon, a volatility event. This isn't a market correction, bear market. This is a volatility event caused by abnormal selling. If we do get that, then that's where I'm looking for to hedge against, right? And that's what I'm looking at. Again, we don't really see, usually when you break above triple B, it usually decays very slowly like that. It doesn't normally just come right back down on a huge dead cat bounce like that. So the idea that August is kind of like my pattern that I'm staring at, it reminds me a lot like that, where you're just kind of dancing around that. And that's where it did get weird, right? This is very similar to the VIX we have now. So bars went up 2 days, it came right back down. Usually when you have an excursion on the VIX, it slowly works its way down over the course of a couple days and then flips to the other side. Very rarely is it, oh my God, bear market, JK LOL bull market, right? You don't see that. This is a whole couple years worth of data. You don't see that when you break triple B back and forth. That VIX contango midpoint is really what I'm looking at. This is highly unusual. You had a 1-day excursion and then a 1-day deterioration, right? This is not what you normally see around the key pivot here. So what this means is the market may have 1 or 2 days of figuring itself out, which means after this big dead cat bounce we have, we might have a candle here and then like a candle here. It's like that. And then we get an August 3rd thing going on where like this shit happens like the next day, right? So be very careful. That's why inside of the next 3 days, I'm going to be buying puts to load up, because this volatility pattern shows how unstable the market can kind of get up here, especially on earnings season, right? So this is what I'm thinking. I'm not bearish the market. I'm not trying to short this market, but I am going to load up on some puts. And if the market does die like an August situation like last year, then I'm going to probably 10x on these puts because I'm going to buy them really near term. Like monthly expiration. Last August also election year, right? Well, I mean, it was leading up to the election. But again, the volatility pattern is just showing somewhat of a bit of instability in how quickly the market is selling. Now, it could just be a couple firms taking profits and rotating out. Remember, the S&P was very healthy. Also, it's pre-earnings movement. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the market's going to have another event. But the fact that the VIX is so quick to move like that, it's a very cheap insurance policy for me to throw 20K at some monthly puts this month, just in case the market, after the next 2 or 3 days of rallying, decides to tank and sell off. So we'll see. Not that I'm betting on it, but the flip-flop, we've seen the same thing where the market was, oh my God, everything's bearish. And the next, we wake up in the morning, everything's bullish again. Whoever was selling, the question you ask is, are they done selling, right? That's really the question. So what do you guys think about all of that? That's the real question. Just farm, yep, and just farm points on ES. Again, when the market does flip bullish and everything kind of looks all right, what I do is I just buy heavy pivots like hedge pressures, monthly hedge pressures, liquidity maps, etc. This kind of event is not a long at the open event. The market might pop at the open, but I'm going to be buying dips because I don't think we're going to get a big fat green candle like we got yesterday. I think it's going to be somewhat of a higher highs, higher lows sort of day. So this kind of, because we're still hugging triple B and near the edge of it, this kind of event, I'm going to hold off on longing at the open. How's it work with payouts or fund and X? You requested last night, you only got paid on Rise 6 by 750 and your accounts are deactivated. I'm not really sure, Stefan. Were they the rapid accounts? If you can send me an email at matt@rocketscooter with information, I can read more about it. I can't. It's hard in the chat. Why you didn't get paid your $1,500 payout and why they would deactivate your account. It could be some administrative thing, dude. I've been having some administrative issues with Fund and X too, and I'm at the point of like telling them they've got a week to fix their stuff. It's and they said they're about to arrange a meeting with dev and customer support team. They will note the issues and bring in a solution. Will I be comfortable sitting in a meeting with them? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So send me out there, baby. I might have to leave to go to a meeting in a second. They just invited me to come to some tech meeting. So yeah, waiting on the agreement. Right there again, they become so popular so quick. They've overrun their entire process. It's taken like 2 or 3 days to get your pass accounts once you're funded. And I mean, it's just like they're like working frantically to get a fix. And I don't think they expected to become overnight one of the most sought after firms out there. And they've just become wildly popular overnight, which is crazy. So, you know, good for them. But still, you know, get your shit together for us. That's what we care about. Manual approvals and the slower KYC process, all this stuff. They, their customer service needs to work on the translator. Yeah, 100%. Customer service, they need some American customer service team. The customer service doesn't speak English too well and they're reading a script. It's the worst possible thing for a technical support for a prop firm. You can't have fucking VAs reading scripts for this kind of stuff. We're having a fix for the calcs. So our data source, right? That fix is something that should be fixed by tonight, by the way. Fix uploaded production. Hold on. Reboot your thing. Hold on. Let's double check. He said it's been uploaded production. Hold on. It's only for the only fix that we have for DD band. Everything else is using settlement price with the exception of S&P, Nasdaq, and Russell. So S&P says previous session closed 63.69. Let's double check. Again, this is a quick fix just for what you guys want. We need to install a permanent fix. It's going to take a couple, trust me on this, it's going to take a couple weeks to do it. For the permanent fix for all futures, but S&P, Nasdaq, and Russell should be on point. Everything else is barely off, just a little tiny bit because it's using settlement instead of candle close. Let's go to the actual close itself. Futures here, 63.69. It's absolutely correct. So I don't know which one you're trading, but it's going to be S&P. Let me make a note of that. It is fixed for the Nasdaq is all that, and all that stuff is fixed. So I thought he lifted it to production. I was like, well, maybe they'll have it done by tonight. I just read the notes. He said he released the production today. And it's just for those three things. There's a whole reason for that. I'm not going to get into it, but there's a whole reason. It's going to take about a week or so to get everything else fixed. But let me double check on the conversions because that's coming out. Yeah. We're going down. Okay, so looking at today's, let me kind of get this. Another announcement. We got 4 minutes till market opens. Let me show you my dynamic model. I've made the model even more robust. Dynamic overnight hedge pressures have been shifted down to just 2 indicators now. I finally finished the weekly hedge pressure model for overnight dynamic, which we used to use the estimates because it was such a complex system, and the estimate was like what we believed a more robust thing. Both of the blue pivots are actually pivots. Now, just like we had the single estimate for the monthly hedge pressure, we now have a single estimate for the weekly hedge pressure, right on point. So this, again, took me like most of this year to finish, and this is good. So these are the actual pivots of the newer model, and I actually spiced up the dynamic hedge pressure with an even more robust model going forward. I can't tell you what I changed, but it's significant for the accuracy. So the new things I discussed with the tech team yesterday to actually build this instead of the estimate high and low model. This is to be considered more accurate. It is on point, perfect pivots, perfect volume. My model is complete. I'm absolutely fantastic. My real-time open interest model is done. It's fucking done. This is a breakthrough. This is my biggest breakthrough now when it comes to this entire process with hedge pressure. An overnight, so a dynamic open interest model that will be converted in real time to hedge pressures that move around as the open interest changes. This is my next step with this. So this is huge. Anyways, I've been testing it for 3 or 4 days just to see, and it is exactly what we wanted to see, which is the blue line is juicy, lovely, amazing pivot without the high and low. One fewer pivot, it's going to change the course of the boot camp. This boot camp, I will be teaching this new process. We need to get together and vote on it. And so we'll probably do that this week. I'll show you guys some of the results. Remember, blue hedge pressure is always just a long pivot anyways. There's no shorting off of it. And the orange is pretty solid as far as what it does. It's slightly different than the one you guys are getting now, but I made the model even better to find this volume. Made a few more assumptions in my hedging model that were actually really good as I've been learning more about the hedging world and how things happen. Even I'm gaining further insight into what I thought I was an expert at. So I'm even getting better at doing this. The math got a little better, which is nice. So we made a few more assumptions to find a few more dealer options in that real-time open interest model. And therefore, we're one step closer to having hedge pressures that move in real time. That's a big breakthrough for us. So anyways, we'll see how it plays out overnight. Real-time OI, yeah. It's a model, it's an estimate. You can't have real-time OI for real, but we estimate it. Again, having hedge pressures that can adjust themselves midday, like, it wouldn't be like hedge pressure would stay the same, but it would be a similar approach. Like, where is that balance in real time at all times? It could trail with the market, right? Could we get a head start if it was effectively higher and we can see the crash a little sooner? Things like that are my dream. And again, you'll never know real time OI. You can only estimate it, and we estimate it like I have a model that estimates what the OI is in real time, and we're getting very closer to making an applicable indicator. Every minute, every moment that every order that comes through in options, every new order. So all right, hold on, let me get ready for my options trade. Hold on. All right, let me do this. Where's my Oops. Okay. All right. So, yeah, we have PMIs today, guys, so be careful. This is going to come out, I think, in like 15 minutes, right? Let's see what we got. Come on, come on, come on. QQ ESC bulls on bottom, QQQ. All right, so we'll check this. QQQ bulls on bottom on hedge pressure break. Yep, so I'll get this. This is going to be basically 65.39, 64. So $1.40, 56 points off the open. So right at about 90 is the bulls on bottom. Okay, cool. All right, BCB right at the open. Half gap resiliences are positive. So yeah, this is pretty decent for a long setup. Right, bulls on bottom. Let's see what S&P looks like. Okay, so that's pretty much a long in just a few minutes. S&P is just gapping up above everything with nothing to play on. Let's go Nasdaq here. QQQ bulls on bottom right on the tap. I'll take it. Thank you, Simon. Is it 92? Man, I love that you... I need to start just letting you do the math because I have to use my heavy-handed, like, mental math capabilities here. Bum, bum. This is positive, slightly negative in NASDAQ. Ooh, this is the question of the hour. One second. One second, guys. All right, it's possibly long setup here at the bull zone bottom. Just for the hell of it, I can get in right on a long right here at 90. Let's wait for a moment. Oops. Okay. All right, load it up. I got, I spot another 5 grand worth of my puts, and then I'll throw the, so I put in 10 grand yesterday, 5 grand today, and then at the high of today, I'll put in 5 grand more. And then at the high of tomorrow, I'll put in maybe 10 grand more. I've been convincing myself to do a 30K short. Okay. All right, market looking solid today. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button, friends. We'll be doing a giveaway in just a little tiny bit. Remember, if you click join on the channel, we're going to do members only, which is only $5 a month. Members only contest going forward. $92, Simon. Bulls on bottom, DD band greater than half. I could get long right on the edge here. Grab a little, just kind of right there on the edge. Nothing too crazy. One contract each. 2 contracts each in my fund and next. Right at bull zone bottom. I'm 1 on each right now. I'll grab one more in a second. Just simple long position. Like I don't think the market's selling off from here just yet. Nasdaq resilience is negative though. That is kind of a crummy little shit show there. I don't like that. So let me take that $300. Let me just pocket that. Take. Let me get out of the way. Resilience is negative. All right, so fuck that. All right, I do like the fact that I made a little bit, but we're gonna get out of that one. All right, guys. Yeah, so long setup is still pretty decent. No market crash sell off here. Nasdaq just went negative, so I close out very quick on this. SPY doesn't have any supports nearby other than bulls on bottom, which is actually 50 points lower. So let's kind of discount SPY today as being anything other than if there's a gap and go situation, we run off. That's the only pivot, the 1A on the BLU. I did buy the dip on Nasdaq here, but I did kind of wuss out because resilience is negative. We need to see what happens when this kind of gets a little bit better. We do have bull zone bottom support here, which is probably the right trade to be in on that long side. I just went ahead and pocketed everything just to kind of be ready for this in case it does dip one more time. If I do get a really fat, nasty little spot there, I'm going to go ahead and take it. Now, I don't think we're going to get the big sell-off today. I think today is the tease day. Just like before August 3rd, we have like a tease day, where the market does push higher slightly. This particular play, I know I did wuss out on this, but I do think that this is probably going to end up here and sort of like do this and then maybe do that and sort of like play around like this for the day. But I don't think it's breakout rally. In this kind of market, I would take what I can get and get out of the way. 20 points, 30 points here and there and walk. I think a lot of people are expecting this to turn out like this, like just like yesterday. I don't think we're going to get that. I think the market's going to play around and chops on the edge of volatility. I could have held a little bit longer, but this particular day can be very, very wise and very, very smart to wait for dips and to not chase any kind of high or any kind of anything. All right. So I just added to my put position a little bit this morning. Data coming out in 7 minutes. Might be a nice little green pop here, which will be good. I normally wait till the end of the day to buy my options, which is why I just put a little bit today. All right. What am I looking for here? Res is now positive on Nasdaq. Pretty cool. Choppy flat days tend to flip-flop a little bit on the resilience side. So we are okay on the VIX side. We're okay on the monthly hedge pressure side. We're okay on the everything side. Let's double check monthly maps while we're here. Yeah, so remember, flat days, resilience is going to be choppy. You have to be very careful trusting resilience when the market opens flat because it's going to flip-flop a lot. See how it went up and back down? Usually when the market is opening flat, resilience is not like used as a leading indicator unless it's like 80-90%. When it's sitting here close to like 30 and 20, that's not enough because that's 1 or 2 stocks opening flat. That's not enough to indicate momentum. So S&P is still in bull territory, which is good, which means we have a nice little cushion of support down in here. As long as we survive this liquidity pocket over the next week or so, we should be good. 624 is the break point of the market. So if the market loses 624, which is the lowest low this week, then the market's doomed. So any selling that loses 624 is bearish. So keep that in mind. That is 80 points lower on the S&P. So today, S&P's bear market make or break is 80 points from here, and then we're dead. As long as we survive, we got 80 points of cushion. Market should be fine. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So Darb, hey guys, welcome to Cadet School. Those of you that are part of Rocket Scooter, if you do join the channel, you'll be privy to even more giveaways that we're going to do for members only in the channel. So that's a new thing that we started doing with all the extra accounts and cushions that we have. And I can't wait to get my new RAM. Got some new RAMs coming out. RAM exciting. This should like alleviate some of the issues I'm having. My platform here, or my computer, like is literally all the platforms they have to use to trade with. All these like trade evade instances and shit, just like completely bog down the browser. They have memory leaks in them. Okay, so look, QQQ is kind of like right on the edge here. QQQ is kind of a worse situation than S&P. It's only 240 points lower. So right about 23,100. Let's just remember that today. Next couple of days. Right about 23,100 is a make or break on NASDAQ. So it's $5 a month, I think, for the membership, for the stream. And what that's going to do is cut out people botting to win the contest. So people trying to like make multiple accounts, enter the contest, we'll draw once, you know, more than once or whatever. We caught somebody literally tossing the same email account from 2 different YouTube accounts. Somebody said, Matt, I bet you're hung. If you're trying to circumvent my OnlyFans by let me give it to you for free, you're gonna need to go pay. How much? You can't afford it. You thought I was buying a Dodge Ram? I mean, I do like Dodge Ram. I'm a truck kind of guy, but I don't really drive cars these days. I'm such a practical human. I don't haul enough stuff in a truck, but I do like trucks. Give me old Dodge Ram. You guys want me to whip it out? Oh well. All right. I don't think we're gonna get a big sell-off today. I think the market's gonna continue to stabilize and try to push. But again, here's what I think. At best, I think we're gonna be stabilizing in a range like this. I wouldn't be chasing a green like there's gonna be a big old breakout rally. Personally, I'm gonna wait and see. We have the PMIs coming out. That's gonna be the big bump up to the upside. I have no position on the table right now. I did take those longs out the door. Pretty decent setup. See what we got. Data comes out. A lot of people are waiting for this market to crash out. 1 minute till the S&P global numbers come out. The composite and services coming out soon. Guys, do me a favor and hit that like button, friends. We're getting so close to like our target goal every single day of 1,100 viewers going forward. I wanted the stream to get bigger and bigger and bigger as we go forward. Dodge sucks. Chevy's where it's at. I think Chevy is what I would probably get. My dad has a Chevy. All right, we got impact red line down in here. I don't think we lose MHP levels, but we'll see. And again, the new model MHP is actually very close. So the new model MHP is pretty much the same spot. So when I made the model more robust, it's pretty much the same place. The weekly hedge pressure is pretty good too. I have been watching it like a hawk, and it is, I can't wait to release this to you guys. So this is the actual number here for the weekly. And the weekly is right here at 59. All right, data's out. Markets, PMIs came out, slight beat on both sides, the composite and the services. Composite came in about a point higher than estimates, 55.1. Services came in at 55.7, which is half a point higher than the estimate, which is decent. Remember, PMI is Purchasing Managers Index. This is on the side of like construction and building, where you're going to be buying stuff to manufacture things. On the front end side of procurement is where you purchase things from your suppliers. You're the one that has the head start knowledge of the state of the logistical chain and bottlenecks inside of that, of anything related to tariffs, of imports, shipping costs, transportation costs, manufacturing delays in your suppliers, things like that. So the PMI is a very good indicator of front end inflation or front end supply and demand issues. The services side is, again, so this is pretty bullish. The market's popping a little tiny bit. Not shorting this right now. Data is based on surveys for executives and private sector service companies. So you have the service side and then the composite itself. And so what they look for is basically everything. And services is looking for like transportation, communication, financial, computing, IT. So this is going to be everything on the tech sector will be in the services side. And then you have your regular PMI, which is going to be your composite PMI. It's also a slight beat. So in a little bit, we have one more, which is the ISM numbers. Right, this is coming out in 13 minutes. So other news and events on this. Yeah, no bearishness, no selling. Market was bullish on that bull zone support. I did grab that and I kind of wussed out on flat day. I never really take breakout trades on flat day. I usually just wait and see. How to participate in the giveaway. For the main giveaway, you need to be a member of the channel, which is a $5 subscription to the channel, and then you can enter all the giveaways. Or the public giveaway, you just be here and then we'll put your name in a drawing to spin the wheel, which will start in about 20 minutes. Feet picks and whip it out. Okay. RAM, probably not with browser crashes. Each tab is a maximum memory cap regardless of RAM. Well, yeah, so Eaton, I'm not going to be able to fix, you're correct, right? I'm not going to be able to fix the actual problem. But the memory leak that's going on is actually causing my utilization to literally go straight up to 100%. So I'll be here on the stream and my mouse will be like doing this. And I only have 32 gigs of RAM, which I probably should have at least put 64 on this machine. But I've never gotten even close to using 32 gigs on my streaming stuff. I barely use half of that. And nothing on this, when I rebuilt this computer, it does nothing but trading stuff. So I didn't put any gaming, any bloat on this computer at all. It's literally just work stuff. But now that I have like 2 instances of web-based Trade of 8, and then I've got like my R trader over here, and then I got desktop Trade of 8, and then it's like my utilization's up to 100%. So I'm like, let me just put like, 96 gigs of RAM in here and see what happens. Yeah, you're 100% right. The browser will crash on its own, and I won't be able to fix that. But what happens is once the browser crashes, once the browser's spinning, it's gobbling up all the utilization that I could possibly have on here. Like even right now when I'm sitting here, it's at 90%. And it's running, and of course, it's all the stuff. Most of it's like my Firefox, and Firefox is using literally 50% of my RAM. It's using about 16 gigs right now. That's all the stuff I need to run the stream. Well, Barbie needs my chart fan over on the My Funded Futures live stream. Okay, let's go. Let's go over there and give it to them. Let's head over there. I'm going to go over there and say, howdy. Let's go see what these folks are up to. Are they long? Are they long in the market?
Oh no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey, Matt. Matt is in the house. Day trading with Matt. Good morning. Our Matt.
No.
Matt is in the house.
That's what I was like, which Matt's here?
Yeah.
Okay, well that trade's done.
Woohoo! W for Barbie, guys. Winning.
My runner's got.
All right.
Okay, though.
She closed out, I guess. I gave them the whoosh. They get a whoosh fan. Everybody needs a whoosh fan every once in a while. All right, so this today, like guys, be careful today because remember, I think that we might get 1 or 2 days of slight bullish-ish. But look, remember, I talked about the August 3rd thing. It really reminds you of this VIX decay pattern. Now the VIX building right now, it's not good. So I've got 15,000 built into puts right now. And at the end of today and the end of tomorrow, I'm going to put in, I've convinced myself to do 30K. So if I can get another high today and another high tomorrow, I'll put in 30K into my put position. It's not that big. It's just enough to give me some insurance on the market. It's very rare, and I repeat, very rare to see a market have a VIX excursion one day like this and then a 1 day decay back to where we started. This, in all of my experience, and it's rare that you see this, is the start of something big. This looks like a big bump, and it's usually the baby bump. Oh, this little baby bump. How long you been pregnant? Oh, what are you gonna name it? What's the gender? This little bump here, little baby bump. There's a bigger bump coming, probably, and I have to hedge against it, right? Last time we saw this in the last 3 years, we saw this in 2022. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, he's kicking. He's going to be a soccer player. All right, hold on. Here it is. Last time we saw was in August. Last year in the big old market sell off in August. Where'd it go? Big old market craziness. All right. Wait, I'm on the wrong month. Where is this crap? Oh, here it is. Right here. And this is actually the August 3rd crash. This was actually the following month. This is August, September. So last time we saw something like this, and again, this is a mild one, but look, you have, you rolled up into your triple B, and I think it's like basically here, right? And then the market had an excursion above it and a decay below it. And it was like a couple of days of just cheating, like, you know, bull side, fake pop decay, and then it chilled and the market just let go on some news, right? So be careful hugging this triple B. Doesn't mean that I'm betting that the market's going to crash or sell off, but it means that when you get volatility patterns like this, the market is a lot looser than you think. It kind of gets around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You might want to go get a shot from the doctor after you hang out with it for the night. So this market's a little loose. All right, so be careful. And any excursion above here, it's going to be like quick dips and then survive. Quick dips, survive. Yeah, it's got the dirty leg there. That's it. You don't know what I'm saying. So be careful. We are kind of playing with that weird volatility today. I think the market is going to try to move higher. And again, the patterns that we see here is a pretty good indication that the market is very sensitive to anything. So today is upside movement. I would say that the market is going to likely do this and try to push higher highs, and then we might get like a crazy dip candle. It's going to do this. So we'll be looking for this all day as the trading pattern. I'll be looking for market to inch up, dive forward, grab the dip, because we're on the edge of volatility. We're going to likely get it. Bull zone bottom is the key support to support this market. So anything here is a great long pivot like from this morning. Do I want to kind of like cash in on a tiny little long to push higher off this open price? I can on the 1A trade. Resilience is just right on the edge at 0. So I still don't think we're going to sell off, but I don't have any juice to push long. If you were put a gun in my head and told me to take a trade, I would take a small micro position to the long side from here. It's barely hanging on. So I've been waiting for it to touch the open so I can do that. We got the rest of the data news coming out in just a little bit. Let's see if it can give me the movement that I want. 6 minutes till news comes out. Guys, do me a favor and hit the like button on the stream. Let's get it to 500. Check your DMs from Event Horizon. Oh, okay. Let me go see what he said. What up, what up, what up? Yeah, I thought of that, by the way. I 100% agree. That is true. Hmm. Sorry for crunching the ice in your face. All right. We get the data come out in a little bit. Yep. I just thought of this when it comes to our giveaways. Yeah, that's a good thought. Oh, Stu, I need to get with you too. No, I haven't seen my DMs. I'm so far behind on all my stuff. Let me get that to you today, bud. I've been crazy busy with everything. All right, I can probably, let's see what happens. 2 minutes till news comes out. Res is negative. Bootcamp, next bootcamp starts in a couple of days. Monday. The best sale going on right now. Let me double check really quick. Bum, 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 bum. All right, data coming out in 1 minute, guys. What's going on here? We got 35% off all Tradify accounts going for right now. Oh shit, what the fuck is all this about? Right, a half gap bull zone bottom. I don't even know what this is. This is PMI, I don't even know. Let me just grab along. Why the hell not? Right at the dip. PMI came out and started shuffling the market around. I'm just trying to grab the dip right here at the bottom here. ISO numbers came out. 50.1. It was a complete miss on the non-manufacturing side. I grabbed the dip right there at half gap. Again, one contract. I'm just going to play the range that we support higher on this. Market a little cray-cray on that. volatility is kind of chilling out. Let me check fix. Like I said, this is my whole goal of having puts. I've got puts in my pocket, and I'm gonna be longing the market on the way on every dip I can find. Grabbing some longs here. I grabbed this in a couple of accounts, so I'm sitting here pretty on this. This is nice. Ooh, 2,500. Oh wait, I went over. I was supposed to get 2,000. Can close that. All right, that's 1,000. Close that. That's 1,000. Close that. Okay. I'm sitting at the open. Res is kind of blocked. So again, I'm just betting that we support here. I tried to grab the dip as best as I could. I got filled kind of at a crummy spot at 40. Kind of a shit spot to be filled at. And if the market crashes out, I'm totally covered. So we should be fine. Best prop deal. So let me get you some info on that. Now that I think about it, guys, I had this epiphany, right? So we were trying to get rid of people botting in their contest. I don't think I can actually have a members only contest. I need to consult with legal before we do this, guys. So like I said, I can refund you your $5. I have to see what they say. I didn't even think of this. I can't charge money for a contest and give stuff away. So I need to see the legality of that. I don't think that's actually legal to do this now I think about it. It's only $5, but like I'm not charging an entry fee for a contest. We're trying to get the bots out. So call it a raffle. But I need to make sure I can legally host a raffle without having like implications from it. Like running a lottery. Yeah, I just thought of it. Yeah, that's what I think about it. So maybe we can't do... I need to find... All we're trying to do is gatekeep people botting, right? We need to find a way to keep people from cheating. So that's really the goal. What if I just donate everything that comes in? Like, I need to consult with legal before we can do that. Add perks to the subscription. Can you do giveaways, subscriber only giveaways on a channel? I know, right? I don't know. That's what I just, again, we cover all our bases here trying to be smart. Can you run subscriber only giveaways? Let's see if AI knows. Yeah, let's see. Right, it's considered like a lottery, right? Oh, man, maybe we can't do that. All right, I need some new perks for subscribers for this month. If you're not profiting from it, right? Yeah, that's the question you need to ask. My goal, my original goal was, do I just... If I just whatever, again, I just set it to the minimum on YouTube. If I could set it to like a penny, and then if I donated everything back to the community, then I don't make anything. The goal is to make 0 off of it. All right. Feed picks are a great perk, yeah. Make it so KYC is mandatory. That's the thing, like, enter on Discord. Well, it's basically the same thing, right? Discord is also behind a paywall. We'll figure it out. Do it with the CAPTCHA. Yeah, my concern is YouTube's terms of service. We need to talk to the we need to talk to the brass today and see what they say. Make a form you have to enter with the email from a prop firm so they validate it. Ooh. This is a good idea. Big sub up triple B, looking like it. I took profit on that first retrace up here on some of these accounts. They got to where they are. This account I'm just chilling on. This is the one that made 500 earlier. I'm giving some of it back. I'd love to see the market tank. I got my puts in play, so we'll be good if that happens. I don't think it's going to happen today. I think we're all right, but we'll see. All right, I fired up in one more account here. I just grabbed the long at half gap with positive res. We should be good. I'm grabbing it in one more of my Tradeify accounts here. Grabbing it with 2 contracts. The one on the screen has 1 contract. The one with 2 contracts, just getting that gap fill there on positive res. Good deal. That's $700. Take that in profit. Good deal. All right, now let me take this one. I'm just scalping the range, just having fun. I need to get about $1,000 each one of these accounts. Boop, 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 boop. Just buying dips, baby. Yeah. So you can give channel member X amounts of luck, I think. Yeah. I mean, so in questions, again, we're just trying to like avoid, you know, people cheating. This is all we're trying to do. And, you know, you can't make multiple accounts. You have to get like multiple accounts. A credit card is a way to validate somebody's a real human being, right? So the idea that subscribers only, if I can make the subscription like a penny or whatever, it's not the amount. The question is whatever we pull in, that we take all of it and we just give it back to you guys. Like if I, like what is the way for me to zero net profit this? What if I just refunded everybody every month, right? The credit card's just the gatekeeper. That's a huge task. What if I donated it all back to the group? I don't know. See, I got to figure out where the legality is. So we'll figure this out. Any lawyers in here? I gotta call my lawyers later to see what they say. Yeah, YouTube's general policies prohibit using contests to giveaways that require purchase, which includes requiring subscriptions as a way to enter. Those actions be interpreted as a lottery, so specific legal requirements, blah, 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 blah. YouTube stands to giveaway, no purchase necessary, not affiliated with YouTube, official rules. Okay, so yeah, YouTube's policies are like, you can't do it. Well, all right, guys, I'll refund you your $5. I think YouTube's going to put a cap on this, whether we think it's legal or not. We'll suck. All right. All right. DM me if you want your $5 back or you want to cancel. I'll just refund you. That was a good idea, though. Why not use Discord? Yeah, I thought that would be great, right? So we'll have to figure something out. So we can't do that. Well, it was a good effort. We tried. You guys have some great ideas, though. Okay. Well, let's not break any laws here. Nothing that charges the group. Well, no, it's not charging the group because of a couple of cheaters. The idea is, like, imagine this, right? This is my thought. Yeah, that could be considered a lottery, I guess. Now the more I think about it, I'm like, yeah, the design's pretty good. In my heart, it seems like a good idea. Hey, everybody. It's like $5 or whatever, something baby, right? And then whatever comes in goes into a pot. And then the pot, we just buy more accounts with it. And I'm like, okay, so then we make nothing. But then I'm like, oh, wait, but then we're like, people are pulling together their money and betting on a price that's bought with the money. It sounds like a, and I'm like, not thinking about it. It does sound like a lottery at that point. But we're not making anything. The question is, if we're not making anything, it's still legal or not. The question is probably not, but YouTube is strictly forbids it now. I'm reading YouTube's policies right now. So yeah, if you need a $5 refund, I'll totally give it to you guys. My bad for the inconvenience. You can cancel your membership now. So let's not have that. Okay, let's follow the policies here. Let's end that. Okay. All right, new poll. Okay. All right. Go to giveaways in about 30 minutes. Darn, yeah. If you want your $5 back or whatever, what I'll do is I'll take and I'll do an even better. I'll just donate some more boot camps and stuff to the pot. Now if the market tanks out and sells off, I got my puts in play. That's a really good. I've got my puts expire in 2 weeks, by the way. I got short terms this time. I put yeah, so it doesn't matter what we think. YouTube's terms of service strictly forbids. YouTube's guidelines emphasize the giveaway must be free to enter and should not require any purchase, including a subscription to the channel. So YouTube's policies strictly forbid it, regardless of our interpretation. So unfortunately, the overlords at Google have their final word. You want your $5 back with interest? God damn it. God damn it. My bad, guys. Well, we tried, right? So I thought it would be a better way to do it, but... yeah, we can do a form with the email. But the problem is forms are public. Well, actually, no. The form wouldn't be public. Okay, we'll do the form. No, Rosanjo, you're right. Like, I could totally do a workaround. Set chat to membership only. Technically speaking, it's the same thing, just turning a shoulder and saying, oh no, it's, the public can't enter, only subscribers can enter. It's perceived the same way, right? It's a workaround. I think we get in trouble for that. Terrible crunch in your mouth, in your face here. The idea is I don't want the channel to get banned, right? So YouTube will have the final say. They would be like, you guys clearly are using subscriber chat to enter. The entry has to be accessible to everybody, is what I'm reading in the terms. Well, we tried. Yeah, I'll do a Google form. Let's try that. And I'll put it in the Discord. So what I'll do is Google has no say on what I do in the Discord. So I can do members only giveaway in the Discord. As part of my like, I could just do a giveaway in Discord for anybody that's in the Discord. That'll gatekeep some bots. And Google Forms on the channel, yeah. Yeah. All we're trying to do is I'm trying to just give you guys a better experience. Well, maybe if you put in your, okay, here's what I'll do. If you donated $5, I'll just give you, and you're not in the boot camp already, I'll just give you guys like the boot camp for $5 instead of 20. How about that? Instead of a refund, you can, if you want, you can be like, I'd like to get the boot camp. That'll be fun. Or you can just be like, I want the $5 back. My plan was just to add the budget to the or giveaway stuff. Is that better? Okay. All right. Why not? That's better. All right, cool. That's fair, right? Okay. Bulls on bottom, DD race sugar in half. This EST possible setup on NASDAQ. Let me try one more. 2 contract on this. Just trading one. This is the, I have one Tradeify account open and one Fund Next account open. That's basically it. Making the same trade here. Fund Next wants to have a meeting. The tech team wants to have a meeting with me. So let me see if when they want to do that. Their tech team is global, so I don't know what time that's going to be. Oh, and I'm supposed to meet with these folks here. All right. Problem with this one is that the pivot goes from here to middle and here to here. Bring in MHP. This is great. I'd love to take a little heat on this account if the market does fall out today. So my make sure I double check that my positions line up pretty good. Very, very, very nice. What can I still do here? All right. Well, we tried to make it better. We'll figure something out. Add your $5 some for boot camp. All right. Members get extra luck, but everyone can enter. Yeah, let's see if I can do... Wait, is Rips doing it on his YouTube channel? Yeah, let me do that. Can I do... How do I do luck, though? Oh, probably on the bot. Let me double check on the bot tricks here. I do subs get extra too. Okay, that's what that is. Okay. Subscribers have double their chance. Okay. That'll work. I don't know how to control the number of entries though. Dude, you guys are typing funded next. Like I didn't even, are you guys like, are y'all running like AI bots or some shit? Like I didn't even tell you to type something. You can see fucking funded next. All right, the first person that typed something with funded next. All right, I'm banning the first person that said it. What the heck? AI bots with keywords on the screen. Watch this. All right, let's ban some people. If you type this word, you're gonna get banned. If you type this word, you're gonna get banned. All right. See, there are no bots. This is what I'm saying. You guys are actually listening to me. Y'all aren't bots. Y'all are just trying to get in first. That's what I thought. Penal instrument Pepsi. Close enough. Close enough. Bulls on bottom. I did add to the position here just to bet on the range. And if we lose this, then I'm totally fine. My whole goal is to buy the dips. And if the market dies out, then I got my puts ready to go. Yeah, see, nobody came in and typed it, right? I think you guys are just seeing me drag it on the screen. Y'all are going after it. Somebody asked if I was hung this morning. You know, that's the real answer. Do you want to know the truth? You can't handle the truth. Top step, LOL. All right, so members can get double. I don't know how I can give Discord members 10x the entries though, because I can't control it. And this Botrix here doesn't know if you guys are. We need to figure out some kind of special way to do this. VIX above triple B would be great. I would love to see this market die out today. That'd be fantastic. Like I said, I'm gonna 10x, 20x my money on the put side. If that happens, then we'll be fine. I'd love to see that. I'd hate to take a little big fatty bag holdy here, but I will hold this for just like a little bit longer, and then I'll probably close out. We're right at MHP levels on S&P, so that's where the one hold point is today. All my accounts are up, the exception of this one and that one Fund Next I just jumped in on. Those are both upside down, but 2 of my Fund Next are green. The other 4 of my Tradeifys are green. So I got one account in each open right now. No, I'm not touching it with my funded. The idea was to be long right here on the edge. MHP res is still positive and regular resiliences are negative. So this market could just die out today pretty quick. I am still holding on. And again, like I said, I'm hedging my prop longs with my big fat puts, and I'd love for the market to die and take a tiny loss on one of these accounts. I'm absolutely cool with that. I could do the form, and you'd have to enter the form with your email that's associated with the prop ID. But then I can't do like an announcement on screen like congratulate. Oh, maybe I could if you I could enter the names and draw. I want to have like an event where I spin the wheel. Like that's always fun. I could enter the names into some manual thing. You know, it doesn't register anybody that types early because I clean the participants list off every time. So I remove everybody when we start off. What's my expo on puts? So I can't tell you guys my exact options trade, so I don't want people copying me. But I've got them for August expiration. So that time. I'm gonna tell you exactly which time, but that time. So I'm around that area. This is just to put a cushion underneath me for now, for like the next 2 weeks. That's crazy. So I bought hedge pressure. I'm adding right here. And then we got liquidity pocket down below. Liquidity pocket is actually where I could probably like really hold on to this. Again, if we hit that and hold here, VIX above triple B, we could get some overshoots. This is going to be, I'm probably just going to hold through it and hang on just to see if we end up here. Ideally, I'd like to see us end up here. And if we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. If the market decides to die today, which it probably won't do, I'm pretty much cushioned for the bigger run here. Right here, liquidity pocket, I'm along in my MyFunded account. What do I got here? I would love to see this market die today. That would be awesome. Like I said, I got my puts ready to go. Oops. Just gonna hang on to. I think 2 is all right. This can hold a lot of heat. And just hang through it. I wanted to buy off of bull zone bottom and off of here. 10 points, 40 points lower on liquidity pocket. So pockets are my favorite kind of trades. We got MHP right underneath it. So like I said, this one account's the only one I have right now in my one funded next. If we dive the pocket, it'll be like the best little setup here. Do we trade Tradeify? Yeah, Raphael, I do. I definitely do. So some of the deals we got going on right now. I probably should double down at the pocket. Let me close back down to 1 here. I do want to get the long liquidity pocket trade right here on the edge, which would be great. S&P has nothing nearby. We are losing VIX again. This is great. Like I said, the market tanks today. I'm absolutely happy. Like, happy as a fucking clam. If the market rallies today, I can buy some more puts, so we're good. My put position is already up 16%. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Why not give out a 3-letter code verbally? No, the same thing. Like, look. It's like nobody's really, there's no AI in here. People are actually legitimately, like, just a couple of people are just waiting for the thing, and then they have like 20 YouTube accounts. Market, please don't die today. Market, please die today. That'd be great. Market, please, will you die today? Hit that pocket, baby. Around the edge here, bear zone top, DD greater than half. Everything's decent. Resilience is absolute shit, but the pocket scalp is still pretty good. We were taken. Another 10 points there on that. A little bit more. Go down to 50. Go down to 50. Hang on, baby. Undershoot a little bit. Possible. That felt like the exhaustion point right there. Undershoot. And I'm going to build position right in here. And let me start doing that in one more account. Why the heck not? I'm going to get a lower entry on this one. Around the edge. Bear zone top. That's it. Like I said. All right, we get ready for the EST song because you know what time it is. All right. All right. Let's have our fingers crossed. Resilience is negative, so we got resistance play. There's very little upside to this. If we just get lucky, market stabilizes from here to there. That's the play I want to see. Hopefully we see this, and hopefully we see that. That'll be nice. Action about triple B, right? Overshoot, undershoot. Pop right to the middle and hold. And that's the gamble right here in the middle. Again, it'd be a very, 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 very decent crapshoot if this market were to die out today. And it's fine because I got puts. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah, puts at the open. I'm buying the dip right here. If the market dies out, Only got 15K in the pot right now, which is crazy, but it'd be a $200,000 play if these options strike the money. I did the calculation. I'll turn this 15K into 200 if I'm right. I will 15 to 20x the money. I'm right on the edge here. And again, this is Tradeify prop account. Very low risk on this and puts in case the market dies. 22, 237. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I have my MHP in the wrong place? That looked good for a hot minute there. 22, 23, 237. Yes, sir. That's correct. That's, sorry, that's dynamic. Simon got in and out, which is probably the smart trade. All right. What? All right. All right. Let's go. Market. Let's hang on to the pocket.
Step right up, it's rocket scooter time. Matt's on the mic with pickles by his side over.
Oh God, that's great, dude. Hold on. Dude, this AI image is so funny, man. I love it. All right, guys. I love it. That is actually really funny. I'll have to play with everybody. All right. All right, guys, type in my fun and futures. Hold up. My fun and futures. We're doing scale plans. Type it in. What a funny. Here's a song about the market going lower. Bow, 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 bow. What's up 20%? But the last thing I'm going to do is make 10x on 15K. I'd like to get my full 30K into this trade. I hope we get higher highs today, which would be nice. I'm hedging that. I got my puts already in place, ready to go. Market dying would be great. It'd be absolutely great. LPs right on the edge here. Kind of chill on dynamic here. Dude, that was so nice to see that though. Discount's taking a beating today. Fix above triple B, so this might be the big Big press again. Remember, hopefully I don't get this. This is deadly looking. Around the edge here. That pocket hold. This is the real moment of truth. And Papa's hedged. I did the right thing yesterday. I did the right thing yesterday. Wow, 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 wow. Type in MFFU in chat, guys. We got My Fun and Futures giveaway coming up, and we got giveaways all morning like we do every single day. That's not the only one, so stay after that giveaway for a little bit more. Fix above Triple B again, guys. Getting a little nasty for a minute here. DD ratio, Stocks going, Dude, if this is a big sell-off day today, that would be awesome. But I kind of wish I got more puts. That's all right. Like I said, we can take a little bit of a lossy loss here and be all right. MHP tap. That's a great song. Dang. All right, everybody type in My Funded Futures. Keep typing, keep typing. Dude, these songs are great. All right. Man, this is pushing hard. I'm gonna chill on this and get it down to 1 contract. I don't like the 2 now anymore. Let's just keep it at 1. Or the market dies. Better my puts get off, but Bringing MHP now. Just overshooting on VIX. Let's see if we snap. If we don't snap, we're good. Then I'll just cash a big fat check at the end of the sell-off. Exactly what I wanted to see happen, but we'll see. Dang, I was so excited to get that pocket trade right there. Been My Fun and Futures you get. Take a look at a little bit really quick. Some words from our sponsors about to do this giveaway hosted by them. My Funded Futures. We now get major discounts with these guys. Gonna spin the wheel as soon as we come out of the commercial here. Giving away 5 scale counts this morning. Let's talk about them really quick before I do the giveaway. Where's my thing here? Where'd it go? What the heck? Where did everything go? Well, where did it all go? Okay, let me get this info here. I swear I had the links in here somewhere. I can't even find it. Hold up. That just kind of... Where the hell is it? Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. No, that's not it. Oh, here we go. Ooh, dang, Marcus selling off. Close that out. I'm done with this one. Be done with that. All right. Puts pay out, baby. I'll get back in if we back above MHP, but other than that, let's just let the puts ride. Let's get the scale plan front and center. Let me put this here. What? Hold on here. Trying to get organized for giveaway stuff. Market is gonna die today. How much my puts up? Dang, 40%. Oh, well, that's all right. Not, oops. 40% is sexy, but not as sexy as I wanted. 40% of 15,000 bucks is, wish I was more of a 30, but hey, if the market crashes today, ooh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. All right. All right, scale plan, guys. Sorry, I had to figure out where I had these things sitting here. All right. We give away a couple scale accounts with MyFund and Futures. Scale accounts are one of the favorite accounts of the community here. Of course, MyFund and Futures is by far our #1 prop firm in the community. Lower DD band coming right up. Oh, it's looking nice. Big old sell day. Let's go. We were right about the whole bear, whatever. I'm glad I bought puts yesterday. So I make a couple hundred G's off this trade. It'd be lovely. I wish I had more, but right at the start of the day, I only was able to throw in another 5K. I was trying to get 10K into it, but I just grabbed 5. I was going to do 5K at the end of the day again. Scale plan. What it is a zero. It's a 2-day to pass, 50% consistency, a 0 daily loss limit, which is fantastic. One of my favorite things here, and 0 consistency. The 2 triumvirate rules gone. No daily loss limit, no consistency makes this the best prop firm, period, of all prop firms. They have a 50% consistency on eval, 2-day pass, super simple to pass in 2 days. Similar to Top Step and the others, they help 50% as a 2-day pass. Really good. The scale plan allows you to get payouts on a tier system. After 5 days of trading, you can get 3,000, 35, 4,000, 45, 5,000, etc. After your 5th payout, or after 30 days of winning, you move straight into a live account. Simple as that. Super simple live transition plan. Really, really, really nice. 200 days to count. $200 to count as a... was I shorting? Yeah, Kevin, I bought puts at the very last minute of the day yesterday, and at the open today, I grabbed puts. And let me let you go. That's exactly what I was doing. I was buying puts just in case the long trades died out. And I said exactly the same thing yesterday today. I'm up. I've already made $7,000 on the $15,000 that I invested in this. I wish it was more, but again, I was so good at calling the fucking bear market right on top. I nailed it. And then, of course, today, do we bounce a DD band? I don't even know. I don't even think I want to try again. Maybe not in this account. But let me go ahead and move this account over, and maybe I can do another. Let's see. All right, guys, get ready for my funded features. Hold on. Let's get ready for the giveaway, though. But anyways, the scale plan is really, really nice. We're giving away 5 of those today. You guys will really enjoy it. It's their middle tier plan. It's actually fairly inexpensive compared to other prop firms out there. And of course, you get a nice little quick path to payouts, 3,000 every 5 days, which is great. And then you go to live as a live transition. It's really nice, very affordable, much cheaper than, Top Step. So you guys are going to like it. All right, let's get some music going on here. Type in my funded futures to enter. Type my friend of future about to give away, you guys. Look at that DD band. Ooh, baby. Ooh. Damn, I'm so good at getting them puts. God, we were so good at this, weren't we? I can take DD band long every single time VIX is exploding again. I don't know. Should I do EST? What do you guys think? Me for a scalp? All right, guys, you got about like 1 minute to get back in. Get back in, get into the giveaway. All right, we're gonna spin that wheel. Hey, what's up, Doc? How you doing? All right, let me get in on a long position here. Right at DD band. I'm gonna enter right now. All right, I just got into a position here. All right, guys, ready? On your mark. Get set. How about DD band?
Sky. But listen close, don't be a fool. There's just a few simple rules. You only have to type the keyword once, just once. No need for double, triple YouTube stunts. He'll know. Use extra accounts, you'll get banned. That's true. Rocket Scooter's watching you. When you win, take a screenshot fast. Your YouTube name, yeah. Send it to Slacks on Discord stage with the firm type the keyword once, just once. No need for double, triple YouTube stunts. He'll know. Use extra accounts, you'll get banned. That's true. Rocket Scooter's watching you. Matt says, hey, you've got 1 hour to claim your prize. Pickles barking, woof, woof, better hurry, guys. IDOC pleads and please, whatever you do not ask for a giveaway. That's rule number 2. Just type the word, you'll be in the game. No need for begging, no need for shame. With Rocket Scooter, dreams come true. Over 200 giveaways just for you.
It flies to dice 13. Winner number 2. Dude, I'm working a little crazy here. The question is, do we get a bounce here? Flies, dies. Gotta type something in, man. That was a cute song.
Jump on the landmine. I don't want to take up all your time, but it's such a pretty way to get depressed and probably lose your mind. It's the lowest high and the slowest. You follow gurus for the plays that they might show you their ways. Buy a course to learn a trade and watch your money fly away. Strategy hopple off for some time till you find something new. I hope Mrs. Market makes you fail at everything you do. Stay the hell away while I sit here by myself thinking about how it got this way before this blows. There's one thing you ought to know. You can't hang, then there's the door, baby. If you can't hang, then there's the door, baby. If you can't hang, then there's the door, baby. If you can't hang,
Get my 80 points. Yeah, that's good, right?
why is it such an uphill grind? 'Cause it's such a pretty way to take your pretty dreams and jump on a landmine. I don't want to take up all your time.
Harry Houdini, my man.
Pretty way to get depressed and probably lose your mind. I don't want you to get confused. 1% of traders make it, all the rest will lose. You'll be calling up the doctor so he can prescribe you.
I'd like to see my long trades die here.
Misery of never getting paid.
That'd be great. That'd be great for me.
Straight on made 10K. Oh, it all came so easy. All it took was discipline. Now I'm in the 1%.
Vanity Trades.
Cause it's such a pretty way. No, it's such a pretty way. Oh, yeah. Cause it's such a pretty way. No, it's such a pretty way. Why is it such an uphill grind? Cause it's such a pretty way to take your pretty dreams and jump on a land.
Infinity Trades. Winner number 4. Type something in for 2. Remind for the future scale plan, baby. All right, he didn't want his prize. That's all right. He wanted one of you guys to have it. That's a cute song. Bro.
Years ago, the market began to fade. Let go from his job, was making a great wage.
This sounds like Kings of Leon,
Study chemicals, then decided to trade.
doesn't it? AI Kings of Leon, dude.
No, it's trader's paradise.
Matt the Trading Wizard, let's go. Y'all keep supplying the stream with these AI photos, man. They crack me up so much. They're fun, man.
Here's the market pain.
I mean, that's what I dress like at night. You know, it's just me by myself in my green bathrobe with my green wizard hat.
But he pursued his dream.
Alec, winner number 4.
So we cut caffeine.
Hold on. iDoc's texting me.
Rocket scooter was born. Matty Ice rose to fame. Now he only takes the best statistical trades.
Alec, get your prize.
Darbs left and right. To green to ignore. That's how the rocket scooter crew and the legend of Matty Ice was born. Matt started longing and he just couldn't.
Oh, there we go. Let's take that. That's the profit I needed to make.
Those levels every time the market dropped. He's a stock market wizard. Dollar signs in his eyes. All of you better recognize the market wizard.
You saw your name, Sarah. I saw your name on there too.
In a profession full of fakes, Matt stands alone. He predicts the
Yo, if you guys sub to the channel when it comes to boot camp, like the day of the boot camp, come to me. Don't just blow up my Discord right now, but come to me next Monday. If you paid the subscription, this is everybody that bought it up until the moment I said something. We can't do subscriber only giveaways, we found out. So you can either get your $5 back, or I'll give you boot camp for $5, which is still even better. Message me before next Monday, like over the weekend. Don't send it to me now, because I'm gonna blow up my Discord.
every single time. He met a gal,
I closed that position out. I'm still in one more over here. This is the last one I'm in. So I flattened that one out when it made 1600, which is pretty much where I needed to be. Or whatever it was, 1400. Are we like not here today? What the heck is going on? We've had 2 people win. We'll keep drawing. I mean, whatever. You're long for vaults to move up. Me too. Remember, if my puts die, then worthless, and they die worthless. Totally fine. Raj P, number 3. I'm totally glad. That's a good. I like that. That's a good gap and go or fade away. Man, I tell you, like the last like 50 submissions have literally been like 2003 to like 2007 era like rock music, which I love. Dude, the drums are like insane in this track. Raj, congrats. It's like black metal drums mixed with like 2000s rock. Oh, we heard the jazz song yesterday. Yeah. The opera song. Beneath the Dee Dee Band song. Wait, Matt, he won? Wait, who won? Dude, it's so much fun making him, right? 90-bit even. Winner number 4 or 5, whatever we are. Freaking mouth here. How many is that? That's 4, right? All right, one more. Gosh, man, so many people aren't even here today. Who entered? Well, they were here, but they just... It's Brittany, bitch. That's what it sounds like. All right, you guys, the 5U winners, congratulations. Hold on a second. How do I... Where's my freaking... There it is. You get My Fun and Future scale plan today. Hold on. Scale plan, baby. Raj P, Harry Houdini, and Sundai Dai. All right, you must have an account with My Fun and Futures. All right, I'll take that. That's my profit target. We're done there. You must go to the Discord. You must subscribe to our channel, number 1. So click the sub button. Not the paid subscription, but sub button, like just subscribe to the channel. Go to the Discord, send Slacks or admin a message, and tell Slacks that you are the winner of the contest. Open up your YouTube ID, take a screenshot of your YouTube ID, and send him a message in Discord, and go to the contest channel if you need to look him up. We'll hook you up with your account, and we're good to go after that, guys. Congratulations. All right, we'll do another giveaway in about, let's say about 20 minutes. We'll reload up for the next one because we have some funded next to giveaways. But again, you know, scale plan with My Fun and Futures is really good. Code Rocket Scooter gives you the best deals. We get 15% off right now with these guys. I should be getting exclusive stuff going on this week. Actually, let me text them about that. Let me ask them what the plan is for that. All right. Oh, all right. Look at the DD band balance, really nice, up to MHP every single time. Gotta love it. Are you guys, if y'all haven't seen, oops, fund to next rapid accounts. They're pretty, they're like the My Funded Futures, except they're a 1-day pass, quicker payout for smaller payout, and then unlimited once you pass. So it's kind of a whole different program there. Man, all right, you guys, I've been loving all this AI music. There's like so many songs. I don't even know if I've skipped them all. This is crazy. We need to start our whole... Hold on. Let's put on like the chill music for a minute. What's the best fund and X account? The legacy are what I like, because the legacy is just straight up uncapped payouts with 40% consistency. That's it. 3-day pass on the eval side, and 5 days to trade, get payout. And so on day 8, you can take half the balance that you've made. Sport kind of slow. Yeah, no, they're like literally in desperate need of revamping everything they're doing on the administrative side. I got a message from them today that says that the head affiliate director sent me a text this morning. Says, hey, after I keep bugging them about some of the things you guys are saying, he says, I'm going to arrange a meeting with the dev team and customer support team so they can note down the issues and we'll bring a solution. He says they will note down the issues and we'll bring a solution. Will you be comfortable to sit in the meeting with them? So not only am I meeting with the heads of customer service, I'm going to also meet with the heads of the development team at Fund Next. So I'm going to consult both sides on things they can improve on. I might bring somebody from my group over there to go with me for the meeting. So some of you that have any personal experience with the firm and would like to voice just opinions from perspective of what you've done, I might pull some of you in there with me if you want, just to say, if you guys want to help the firm get better. This isn't this isn't for you guys to go like make the meeting unproductive or anything. It's like, if you have some constructive ideas for the firm, you can send me a message and give me a list of things. I might bring like one of you guys in there, maybe Andrew or something. You got paid on the Rapid account today. Went pretty well. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Don't bark at them. I know you'll bark at them like a dog. But maybe like one or two of you guys, if you really want to, I'll say like, look, this is me and these are some of my teammates. And this is some personal experience from customers. And then you guys can just hear some feedback. The idea is they're going to fix whatever it is, right? And we're going to give them like a really strong list of things that just need to change. It's like a great firm. They have great features offerings, but they're kind of behind the times when it comes to customer service, some of the administrative things. Mostly that they're doing so much stuff manually. They need to automate half of this stuff to make it easy. Looks like we're bouncing on the EST setup. DD band, EST 90% days close above. Hitting that with really strong pivoting action like we see is pretty normal. I did scalp this a couple times pretty successfully, which was nice. Like, what the heck goes on? I swear to God, my AI playlist, when it gets to the end, it literally goes to some random, it's like, it's acting like Spotify here. It literally goes to some random playlist. And when I click enable repeat, it doesn't repeat my own playlist. That's so weird. It gets to the end and it's like, let's just play some random music. And now it's playing some kind of like Russian something or other. I don't even freaking know. I got a copyright strike the last time that happened. Apparently those Suno shit is copywritten. If it's not yours. Slovak disco. Disco. Yeah, it's Russian pop music, yeah. Is the Fundindex Rapid account not uncapped? It is uncapped after your 5th payout. It should be the same terms as everything else. I'm sure the Russian music, the Russian pop music is pretty fire, huh? Oh, I bet. So we get like this, I think it's like a 35% off sale right now with Tradeify. I think that's what we're getting. Some kind of flash sale they're doing. All right, so speaking of that, I'm done with Tradeify for now. Little EST bounce there is kind of nice. I just heard some speaking for like a hot second there. Let me get organized for the afternoon because I'm about to go to my funded TV. Oh, actually, it's got about an hour left. Are you what? No, I bought the dip here and that was it. I took the scalp and I'm kind of just chilling on the sidelines now. Let me get this. All right, so I got one more account I can trade. This is the last one that I have to make some grounds on. I got some fun to next I can play with. These guys ready. They need to have a small team in the States who runs their customer service. I 100% agree with that. 100%. Was the last Black Friday sale that I had for membership? That's for Lifetime. We usually do like a big sale for Lifetime for Black Friday. There should be an app that scrambles the music and changes slightly. Yeah, I know. Hold on 1 second. I gotta get some administrative-y stuff here. That. One, two. Already got that. That's good. Got this. Yeah. All right. that. That. Doing some of my tracking and keeping track of all these evals and giveaways and trying to set up this so like you guys ask me like what's the best deal and stuff. We're trying to build this little tool here. Like that. Come through. All right. Give me a second, guys. I'm still doing some like admin stuff. Watching DD ratio was good at DD band is looking good there. I'll be doing our funded X going just a little tiny bit. Appreciate you guys continuing to use our code and supporting the community here. It means a lot to me. As we continue to grow, we continue to ask our team for more and more stuff to give away to you guys. We have a little tool here. Yeah, so currently right now, 35% off Tradeify is our current deal that we're getting with these guys. It's pretty decent. And we get 80% off pass one and get one free sale at ETF. If you guys use an ETF, that's a pretty killer deal. So all accounts 80% off, including the static, which is like one of the better accounts you can buy out there. Static accounts are great. They're the easiest to pass. Really like it. Okay. How does one deal with the stress of this trade? Being on the sidelines. It'd be kind of nice. All right, guys, not back to reading chat. Sorry. Slacks and I are building like a tool to help you guys out. We're doing like a prop giveaway tool that helps us to monitor and track all the giveaways. Comparison between all the firms, and you guys ask a bunch of information. Back a little informational hub for this. Hold on. Let's see. What the heck? Where did my mouse go? Alright, here we go. We've been building this really cool tool so that we can actually get you guys like a little bit more information. All right. Because market with the MHP doesn't mean the market's irrational. 100% yes. 100% irrational below MHP. That's dynamic though. That's not considered. Sorry, my bad. No, not on dynamic MHP. We haven't considered that part of the irrational rules yet. Hold on a second. Hello? that, guys. All right, got to do some business stuff. Oh, I forgot to whip out my P&L, didn't I? All right, guys, how'd y'all do today? It's been kind of a tough day. But I managed to crawl ahead just a little bit. By a little bit, I mean decent amount. Better than yesterday. I keep forgetting to show my... I know like the last week or so and the week before, I did forget to show my P&L even though I was winning. So, where's my... Dude, there's some really cool... All right, guys, how'd y'all do today? Time to whip it out.
Show me your P&L, whip it out. Show your P&L, yeah, whip it out. Let's see the P&L, whip it out. Whip it out.
I've got
Look at the curve. Let's see that bank account. Show me that account. Let's see the P&L.
it's been pretty chill.
Let's see your bank account. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I haven't with the market like this, I'm not touching my funded account, my live account. I'm gonna let the markets crash, gonna crash out. Funded X, I got plenty of room to play. The one you saw on screen that took the losses and then kind of made some of it back, still sitting there. That's the one I'm still fighting to try to get some profit on. That's basically it for today. Chilling. How'd y'all do today? Kind of a tough day, but I got puts underneath this, so I'm good if the market does end up diving out.
Show me your P&L, whip it out. Show your P&L, yeah, whip it out. Let's see the P&L, whip it out. Whip it out. Look at the curve. Let's see that bank account. Show me that account. Let's see that P&L too. Yeah, show that thing. Let's see your bank account. Yeah. Oh yeah. Nice curve.
It was tough, dude, because that one account, if it wasn't for these MHP bounces, those scalps that I kept doing kind of like saved my ass, like all right inside of here. These 100 points is how I was down probably like $3,500 on that one account. The one that I bought here, took a loss. Then I got back in here and made 3,500 back. So I'm kind of chilling on that, minus $100. See what my puts are doing, which is good. My whole goal was to try to buy the dip and long if the market crashes. See what my puts are doing. 52% on my puts. That's not bad. But like I said, I'm gonna 10x my money if these go in the money, so that should be good. I got 2-week expiring puts. I can tell you exactly the date because I don't want to crowd my trade up. All right, you guys, show me your P&L. Hold on, I missed that song one more time. Hold on, let's read what P&L's got. All right, everybody. Who's first time in chat, by the way? It's your first time in the stream. I've been a bunch of new faces. Minus 200, plus 1,800, plus 350. Somebody made. Nice job. Did all right. One trade. It was the winner. All right, Kristen, nice job. Michael, currently red. 350. Not bad. Day like this to be slightly red. Bonnie Val, Ninja Trader, Mad Yoda. Swamp Trade, Shannon. Swamp up 2,500. Shannon, 1020, 2 accounts. Nice. 950. K-Spec, making some money. Trading hat, 3,500. Not good. Waiting for it to go back up. Kind of crap day today, right? VIX above triple B again. 900. Funnex completely overwhelmed in support. I'm going to come at them pretty hard and say I'm not going to continue to work with you guys until these things are fixed. So I need a deadline. I'll give you a deadline, and if the deadline is not fixed, I'm out. They're a great firm, dude. They have the best accounts, period. For uncapped payouts. Like literally, it's them and my Fighting Futures are tied as my favorite too. Uncapped payouts, it's great. It's a whole great system. Their administrative stuff sucks. They're slow because they're overwhelmed because the accounts are so good. Everybody's trying to get in on it. So They completely got overwhelmed, and I'm about to tell them they need to spend the money and staff up. I didn't catch really like the I made longs out. Remember, I longed out the door. I was green in a lot of these accounts, right? I took that long and I got out of the way. The market fell down inside of here, and I started longing, and then I took some losses on that account. I was down like about 3,500 bucks as I held, and then I closed, and then we fell, and then I attacked it again. All of those dips I was playing it buy, and crawled it back. So the account that took a loss on stream, that one was also up. So net, it wasn't really down that much. I actually forgot that I did buy on that account too at the start. So I think I lost maybe 3,000 something on the way down on that account. I might have been up like 1,000 or something on the way up. But I managed to get that account to break even on these DD band bounces. So have a chance to review your email? Not yet, Stefan. I have it though. I need to look at it today. I'm getting everything. I'm compiling everything into like one sort of like pressed communication with them for today. Like as soon as I'm done streaming, I have to do that. First time, Pat Gandhi. Oh, nice. First time, huh? And I'm just trading a couple accounts at a time, so markets like this is pretty easy if you split up your risk. While you keep your losses isolated, just a couple accounts, and then rotate them back and earn it back on the back end. All right, DD ratio is doing decent. We are still holding a lower band. Should I try one more time? All right, just a lower band, one contract, just for the actual recovery bounce. The maybe we're not going to crash today bounce. And if we do, we do. Again, I'd like to see the market crash. The risk is much better appropriated on a market sell-off for me. This is nothing if I take a loss in this account. This is the actual bounce bet. So this, other than the scalping, this is the second attempt at DD band. Lost, recovered. I'm back in on the side of the trade. Let me see anything comes out of that one. This is the one that was down 100 bucks. So let me try this one to get it positive. So trading NASDAQ, lower band, DD ratio, good. And again, I don't think that we might not get the big bull market we want, but today, like, we're back in a bear territory, and this is really where that starting point is. You guys can see where my mouse is. Your liquidity pockets are actually here. This 560 level, this is what I'm telling you guys about. This is the bear break point. So if we, like, I'm buying on the edge, right? My futures accounts here. And if we lose this and the market is dead, I get a big fat fucking payout, which is great. That'd be hella cool. Then we'll see. But this is right on the edge of where that support should be. All right, chat. What are y'all thinking? DD band long, pretty decent setup. Let's build it.
It started with a solid play. Sky was looking gray. Traders checking tickers, praying games would stay. Then a breeze rolled in, out of nowhere it ran. Blazing up the charts came the whoosh fan. Glows a little neon hums, a steady tone. Blows across the floor and into every home. Wall Street trembles, screens light up again. Green candles dancing, thank the whoosh fan. Whoosh fan, blowing high, never low, turning red to green with that mystical flow. One spin and the market starts to fly, and cues on fire, and nobody knows why. You can short and plan, but you don't stand a chance when it's time for the rise of the whoosh fan. No one knows who built it or what powers it runs. It's got the pulse of Nasdaq and the breath of the sun. The trade starts to moon, shorts go running high. Even years get a bounce on this magic ride. Gurus are guessing, hedge funds beg and plead, but the fan don't answer, it just feeds a need. Whispers in the airflow by the dip again. Every boom begins with that whoosh fan wind. Whoosh fan blowing high, never low, turning red to green with that mystical flow. One spin and the market starts to fly. S&P's dancing and it ain't shy. You can hedge your plan, but it's out of your hands when the rally rolls in with the whoosh fan. No tweets, no CPI, just a breeze and trades that fly. Traders chant like a sacred clan. Spin it up, the whoosh fan. Whoosh, whoosh, rise again. It's not luck, it's the fan in the wind. Whoosh fan blowing dreams into gold, breaking all resistance, bold and uncontrolled. One gust and the fear turns to cheer. Bullhorns blare, the sky's crystal clear. It's the legend, the myth, the ultimate plan. We ride every wave of the whoosh fan. Yeah, blow me higher, you magical, mystical whoosh fan.
Love that song. Love that song.
Climb the mountain high, pivot points. competition, genius aim, breaking through the market game. Rocket scooters, cutting edge, leap beyond the market's edge. Rocket scooter, gotta ride the way. From the chaos, find the brave. From the chaos, find the brave. Like monkey, swing the line. Grab your chance, it's trading time to time.
What's up, everybody? I am back. A quick little breakfast break there. All right. Got the whoosh fan armed and ready to go. Funded next up on the screen, guys. Let me give you away two of theirs. I put the little graphic thing here. Hold on. I literally see an AI Ozzy Osbourne with Matt picture, which is epic as shit. That's incredible. You guys, y'all keep making these things. They're so funny, man. I'm gonna have like a whole arsenal of these things. Right. All right. All right, so the rapid challenge is a really cool plan. They have it funded next. Let me play this really quick. Songs. All right. AI Matt Ozzy. There's an 80s Matt as well. It looks like a glamour shots from the 80s. Oh, this is great. All right. This is great. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, I put this one over here. Slightly material girl Matt. All right, let's go. Look. Yeah, literally, he would like hang with this. Literally, probably looks like me when I was in high school and junior high. He would hang out with Slater and Screech. Right? He does kind of have the Zach Morris look to the outfit. All right. Okay, guys. Fun and X rapid challenge accounts, right? Pretty neat. They're very inexpensive accounts. They're sub $100 right now. They actually have a really good deal. The new prices that they came out with for this thing, let me make it bigger. It's like MFFU scale plan, slightly different, but cheaper. The price $79, $129, and $279 are the price of the tiers. They're currently on sale $59, $99, and $249, and we get 10% off of that. So we asked them for a sale on top of their sale, which is great. We get 2 discounts for the first 2 weeks of launch. You got a week left on this. It is a no consistency on the challenge side, a 1-day pass account, which is great. 40% on the payout side. No payout windows. As soon as you get your profit target at consistency, you get a payout. Simple as that. So 40% is minimum 3-day payout. Really nice. You get different tiers of payouts depending on how much you pay. The more expensive ones, you can get $2,500 every 3 days as a payout. After 5 payouts, you go uncapped. Simple as that. Cheap plan, quick payouts, uncapped very quickly. You go uncapped after 15 days. After 5 of these little payouts. So imagine paying $59 minus 10%, $54 to get $800 payout every 3 days. The payout to cost ratio is extremely high. And also the payout per day is really completely quick. So every 3 days you get 2,500. So it means 6 days you can get 5,000 compared to Top Step's 5 days or 5,000. Relatively similar, but these guys go uncapped much quicker. All right. Rocket Scooter, you're my number one. I don't know what it says, but let's play it again. Can I scout Matt? Why would you scout Matt? He needs his forehead. Somebody's at my door. Hold on. Sorry about that. All right. Let's get the fun to next going on here. My bad, my bad. All right. All right, guys. That song was pretty cool. I missed it because I had to go down. Had to go downstairs. Were you seeing that deal? The rapid 50K rapid is 99. Right here. 50K rapid is 99. We get another 10% off of that if you use code ROCKET whenever you buy it. All right, 2 of these given away. Let's go. Damn, I made 600 bucks on this one trade, huh? I thought it was in I guess I got in really well. I didn't think I would be up that high for this one contract. I must when was my entry? Oh, at 44? Oh damn, okay, I'm right on the edge. Oh no, it just doesn't loser, winner number 1. It just doesn't look like it because the scale is off because it's kind of compressed. This is actually already, I was like, that's not 40 points, but yeah, it is 40 points. Ooh, 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 ooh. Loser, winner number 1. Let the losers fly. Love it. Winner. I feel like the songwriting and the prompts are getting much better like every single time. There's my quick 40 scalp again. I might hold it up to hedge pressure, but we'll see. Resilience is not getting better. Nah. I can. I'll take the 800. All right, I took the scalp. I'm in and out. In and out. Lee Media, winner number 2. Lee Media, type something in chat, bud. I'm probably gonna hold this for more. I took my 40 scalp. I've made this scalp like, I don't know, 4 times today. I'm just crawling my way up on the profit side of this. Turning losers into winners. Dude, all right. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Oh, I didn't see him say anything. Did you guys see him say anything? Wait, Shannon, which song did you put in? I've got so many in there, I'm sure I skipped a couple of them. What was the name of the one you did, dude? What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? You sent, yeah, I know you sent a Discord, but like, what's your Discord name? Oh, there it is, Vertigo. That's you. That's right. That's right. You're Vertigo. I have a hard time remembering all you guys' names. Yeah. 10,000 people, 10,000 Discord names, 10,000 emails, 10,000 YouTube names. Can you drop it in like a playable version so I don't have to go to an external link, Shannon? Jose Navarro. Slightly catter, Matt. Oh, that's great. I like how AI completely like redoes the room. Bro, Gabriel, that's hilarious. Are you guys, are they not claiming their prize or something? All right, well, whatever. Did I play the stock market wizard? Oh no, I haven't played your song yet. Let me do that next. Actually, that's a cool one. I actually just used the graphic. Hold on. Did I hear this one yet? No, I haven't heard it yet. Okay, let's play it. Jose, oh, you missed it by a second. Jose, no. No, you missed it by a second, dude. Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You are here. Dude, the bot picks you up. Jesus. All right, well, we'll give away 3. This is what happens. The delay, I don't know. I'll give it to you. Jose got it. CS Davis, you guys got it too. All right, give away 3 today. Whatever. Congrats both of y'all. 3 of y'all. We get so many giveaway this month, so it's crazy. I'm okay with that. You guys are gonna love it. It's a good program. My puts are up about 50%, which is nice. Let me give you guys a little more detail about the trade since it's already up. I don't think it's going to sell off from here. I think today is a good candidate for rallying all the way back up to the top. To be green here, to be green here. I'm basically aiming for this right here. That's all I got. I got puts on this. It's about 10x if I get there in that amount of time. That's it. It's just to ward off volatility and rapid fall. Not that we'll get it. And it's just a small $15,000 bet. That's it. And it's the hedge underneath, so I can keep buying dips all day long. And if I'm wrong and the market is rallying and rallying and rallying and rallying, then I'm good. I wanted to do like a longer term thing, but this volatility, it's going to either move quick or it's not going to move at all. Good deal. Liquidity pocket still up here above, which is the second kind of burp up play. I've been taking scalps for 40 points pretty much all morning off of this lower DD band. It's been fire for NASDAQ. S&P hasn't touched its yet. We didn't have the impact line, which I just drew right here. That's the move from yesterday. My intuition about this bear market was right. We nailed it the very first day, or not the bear, but the bearish market. All the indicators are still holding on. Stocks are still bullish for now, but we'll see what happens, right? The new automated levels for the Rocksuiter platform, I told him to release it tonight. So we'll see what he says. The overnight dynamics, we're now going to have them build the estimate model without the actual range model. So the high and low, we're getting rid of that. Since I finally finished my real-time open interest model for weeklies. It took me the majority of this year to date to do. Since I moved into the house, I've been working on it with every spare minute that I get. And I finally wrapped that up. And let me show you guys some of the results of this particular, the new model. So you guys know how the model has a high, a low, and an estimate, right? The monthly was easier to solve because it only uses the monthly expiration. And the weekly uses every other expiration, which is a infinite number of stocks. I mean, infinite number of expirations compared to a monthly. It took a lot longer to finish the real-time open interest model. So now instead of having the high and low, which we still have, now I fully trust This single estimate for weekly is now complete to be just as good as the single estimate for monthly. So now we've reduced the overnights to 2 pivots instead of the weekly range. So now we can have the true long up, short down, whatever setup arrangements we have. Now, what I also did was I updated some parameters inside of the hedging model, some of the assumptions I made as I've been learning more about the hedging world, as I've been advancing in my own knowledge and my, mastery as a Jedi. You can never fully master everything. You always have something to learn, and I've learned some things since I originally put this together. So the orange MHP got even slightly better, I believe, to be slightly more accurate. Here's it in action on NASDAQ. There's high volume pivot at the previous day. That's all I'm looking for to see if I can find volume with the calculation. Here it was the day after. We know we saw high volume there at exactly 248. So that's good. And after like 3 or 4 or 5 consecutive days of it being where the pivoting is, that I'm very gonna much call it for you guys to come vote on it once we see it. And I'll share it with you guys for about a week or so, and then we'll put it in the platform. Today was cleanest day pivoting off of the orange on NASDAQ. Now let me show you the monthly hedge pressure on ES. Like I said, it took me about, the majority of this year to date to finish building this blue line. Okay, here we go. This one, that one's good. This one's good. And there's your pivot. And then there's where it took off from. And in the middle of the morning, this is where that volume is at the pivot, right? Here. And volume starts to break up when you break through the hedge pressure, which is good. This is what you want to see. And here's today, kind of the same thing on the S&P. Bounce. Here's the dynamic hedge pressure. Again, it very close to that activity. Actually, in 1 minute, you can see that the bouncing action there. Undershooting the pivot, very close to it. Kind of a little bit of volume there. And then when you start to touch it for the first time, there is a volume spike. So, and then breaking it, you'll see like the aggregate sort of like, actually, if you look at this right here, you see how the candles are curving, right? That's what you normally see when you have monthly hedge breaks, curvature of the candles, and the volume starts to increase as it falls, which is customary of hedge breaks, right? So this is good. It means the model is pretty decent. And this is real-time open interest model, which is what took me so long to do. Nobody has real-time open interest. It's impossible to know. Open interest is delivered once a day from Opera to all the major exchanges and brokers and everything, and data providers are given that data point once a day. And the open interest changes the moment the market opens, meaning that live trading can shift the landscape around as options are opened and closed and exercised throughout the day. Real-time open interest model is designed to guess what the real-time open interest is based on the closing, the exercising, all that stuff. You have to make a lot of assumptions and do a lot of monitoring of auxiliary markets to kind of find this information to make assumptions whether options are being created or destroyed or handed back and forth. And so my real-time open interest model is something I've been working on since about 2019. And ever since I've been working on this, it's been like a kind of like constant innovation to adjust the assumptions I'm making in the model to identify market maker positions, for one, like hedge pressure, monthly hedge pressure, but two is identify what is considered a created option or destroyed option. And this is very important to real-time open interest model. And it's always an estimate, but the estimate we've made is good enough to find volume, which is all we care about. Can I explain open interest versus commercials versus non-commercials? I'm assuming from your question, you're talking about the commitment of traders report, because that's where those 3 things would all be in the same place. Open interest is the number of something that's open and that exists, right? In that particular report, you're talking about futures open interest, which is the number of contracts in circulation. That's it. Just the total amount of contracts that are there. That open interest changes based on the supply of contracts, and more people make more stuff and sell it to the open market, they create more contracts to be traded. Commercials versus non-commercials on the original commitment of traders report, the non-TFR report, like the regular commitment of traders, is basically commercials are people that are in the commercial process, producers you know, like people that make something, build something, dig something out of the ground, things like that, supply it, the physical side of the market. Non-commercials are going to be speculators like betting or hedging around the market. Simple as that. So oil company digs oil out of the ground, commercial. You know, plastic company makes plastic out of the oil, commercial. You buying oil futures contracts as a hedge fund, non-commercial. Will the automations be out for gold too? Right. When we do our automations for this, it's going to be for all futures contracts. Yeah. How much will a new PDT rule affect the options data? Ooh, good thought. As more traders, like honestly, because the prop industry has moved new traders from equities, which they were trading options, now to futures. And to combat that, the FINRA limit has been dropped from 25K to what, 2K, right? And that's to create a lower barrier of entry for retail traders because they're losing market share to futures. Pretty soon they might, I mean, I don't know if they're gonna be able to do this, but it'd be kind of nice to see options get the same 60-40 roll if we could get that like we get in futures, right? The New York and Chicago rolls are always competing with each other for business, for your business. How much would it affect the options data? Well, it'll attract more traders, right, to the options world. And retail traders are such a small piece of the pie. I wouldn't say it would be more than a couple more drops in the bucket. Probably, I don't think it's going to create a lot more turbulence in the market. I mean, retail is a significant chunk, but it's not like game changing. It's very rare that retail sets the narrative for Wall Street, like a GameStop sort of thing is very rare. For the most part, retail just goes along for the ride. So I don't think it'll change much of what we're doing. Bringing more, anything that you have more, the more options you have out there, the more information you have, the better your reads are. So it makes our calculations slightly better. So that's a total of commercials and non-commercials. Yeah, so open interest is the total of everybody that's trading. I think in the commitment traders report, off the top of my head, there's commercials, non-commercials, and speculators. What's the name of the third category called? That's the report I don't really look at because I don't care about that specific. That's more of a trading, small spec. That's right. So small speculators, I really don't know the difference between what's considered large and what's considered small, but the total open interest is the sum of all three of those categories, which is large spec, small spec, and which is the non-commercial side and commercials. Yeah, that's the total open interest. But those are really categories based, solely on the weighing of are more of the people longing hedging this or longing because they need the actual commodity delivered to them. That's really the difference in the original COT report. It's not that useful for traders unless you're trading spot. And like when you're trading spot, then you care about why your futures price is going up. Oh, well, because commercial, category is going more and more net long. Oh crap, well, you're only going to long the contract as a commercial entity if you are trying to acquire the commodity. So why is the demand for oil going up? Why is the demand for wheat going up? Physicals, right? Physical stuff. And so commercial versus non-commercials based on that. If the net long going higher is on the non-commercial side, then you ask yourself, why are people betting to the long side? Are they speculating bullish? Are they hedging a short position, hedging their inventory? Who knows, right? They have a short position, so they're trying to sell off their inventory. And while they have a contractual price to sell at this price, they don't want to miss out on any prices going up in case there's a surge in demand. So they may long the contracts just to hedge against their inventory they're holding, right? Things like that. And so the old commitment traders was designed for you to make judgment calls on that, but it's very weak because it doesn't divide the non-commercial side into better categories, kind of like the TFR report subdivides your non-commercials into leveraged funds, asset managers, market makers, and that's really what you care about as a speculative trader, because in the futures market, that's really you really care about. S&P and NASDAQ don't have spot I mean, they have a spot price they track, which is the index value itself, but they don't have a spot market. There's literally zero spot market. You can't buy an S&P 500 and have it delivered to you, right? It's not a thing you can hold in your hand. So it doesn't have a physical spot market. The original commitment of traders report is almost useless to you as a NASDAQ and S&P trader because there's no supply and there's no underlying commodity to really care to see is there an actual demand for the good because there's a shortage or whatever, right? It's just tracking a number, a math equation, which is the index. So so in the commitment of traders report, you want to use the TFR, the TFF, they call it different things. It's the subdivided report, and the original report is here. So the COT report is, I just loaded it up. Commercials, non-commercials, small speculators. That's this one, and the open interest is the net sum of all of them. But if you further subdivide these into your categories here, right here, you can see that this is kind of what you care about more as a retail trader. And guys, on that note, we'll talk about this a little bit later on MyFunded TV because I got to get out of here. But I want you guys to all join me on MyFunded TV because they do like 25, 30 or more giveaways every single day on this channel. On this show, Lunch Money with Matt. You guys know we go over there and we almost triple the size of this channel. Help us grow MyFunded TV because they've been very grateful to this community here. Yeah. Here's the link. Everybody go there. I'll be there in about 5 minutes. And we'll be back in the afternoon for the afternoon stream and giveaways. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Love y'all. We owe y'all some Tradeifys this afternoon. We'll do it.
Pass an evaluation account faster.